Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and thanks for joining me. I hope you're having a great Saturday. I've got something pretty cool for you today. Today we have the NOVE, or maybe it's pronounced NOVE. I've never been quite sure. Anyway, this is the Trident 200 meter automatic diver, and this is model number G001-02. I reviewed their quartz non-lumed model, I guess about a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, and now they're back with a much requested automatic version. People have been asking for an automatic version of this watch for quite a while. I mean, a lot of people love this watch. It's an interesting watch for sure. Anyway, let's go ahead and check this thing out. So guys, we'll go ahead and get into this, but first, if you like any of the other watches on my channel, make sure you check out my Amazon shopping channel. I do get a small commission if you buy from my Amazon store, so I definitely appreciate it. Nothing really spectacular about the packaging. You get a black NOVE box here. You get like a clamshell inner box. Kind of cool, I guess. You know, kind of neat if you like this type of packaging. And you just unzip it. And here is the watch. There you go. I've already taken the tag off, by the way. There's the watch. Really nice mother of pearl dial. Now this is gonna, this is gonna be one of those watches, folks, where you either love it or you hate it. Maverick absolutely loves this thing. This is his favorite watch out of all of my watches. I mean, all of my monsters, my citizens, any watch I have, this is by far his favorite. I'm not quite sure why. I think he's just really intrigued with the mother of pearl dial. He just thinks that's just the coolest thing in the world. I remember when I showed it to him for the first time, he's like, "Dad, yo, that is so cool." So anyway, he loves it. So let's go ahead and get all this stuff out of the way. Let me tell you about this thing. And again, I reviewed their quartz version. I guess I'd have to look it up. Anyway, I'll put up the thumbnail of the quartz version. I'll have to look up and see when I actually reviewed that thing. But anyway, what you get is you get a lot of foam right here to protect the watch during shipping. You get a user manual and warranty little pamphlet, and you get a microfiber bloop cleaning cloth. And of course, there's the tag right there with the model number, G001-02. It's got NOVE or NOVE on the back right there. So let's get all this boring crap all out of the way. I hate even showing you all this stuff because, I mean, nobody really cares. I mean, unless you're getting like another watch or some sort of cool whatever, nobody really cares. Unless it's like a nice wooden box or something, nobody really cares about the packaging. I've learned that over the course of about 5 years that people really couldn't care less about the packaging. So maybe I'll stop doing the packaging in my reviews. Y'all let me know down there in the comment section, hey, stop doing the packaging, or hey, we still love the packaging. Now I can understand in the case of a watch like that most recent Citizen that I did with the Nighthawk or Skyhawk that had the little helmet. That thing was really cool. Let me know, guys, if you want me to keep doing the packaging part of the review. All right, so let's get this out of the way. And as usual, I'll go ahead and tell you all the 7 specs you need to know, and I'll put the rest of the stuff down there in the description field. All right, get all this stuff out of the way. Here is the watch. It's definitely an interesting watch for sure. Whether you like it, aesthetically or not, it's definitely, and it's very well built too. I was, pleasantly surprised. Now the last one was well built too. So it's not, I take that back. It's not too much of a surprise, but it's very well built. So anyway, you're looking at a 46 millimeter stainless steel case. It's a big watch. It's only 13.05 millimeters thick, and a lot of that is that curved sapphire right there. It's 48.5 millimeters lug to lug. It's on a 22 millimeter stainless steel bracelet. It's water resistant to 200 meters, which is 660 feet. The automatic movement is a Ronda R150 with about a 40-hour power reserve. And you get a double curved sapphire crystal with AR coating on the front and the back. So interesting watch, man. It's just, again, it's going to be one of those watches where you're going to love it, you're going to hate it. I guess the little party trick with this thing is the bezel. See how thin it is? And it's actually exposed. So you see right there, you see 1, 2, 3 little teeth that engage with the bezel as it goes around. That's what allows them to keep this really thin, and especially on that quartz model, that was super thin. This one's a little bit thicker because because this is a dive watch, they had to use a thicker curved sapphire crystal. So this one's a little tiny bit thicker, but not much. Now, as you can see, grabbing the bezel is not the easiest thing in the world to do. As you can see me struggling with it here. But it's got a good click action. It stays where it's supposed to go. And it does line up, look at that, perfectly. So there you go. So before, on the previous quartz model, the indexes were not lumed. Of course, it was a quartz watch. It didn't have an automatic movement. But the basics of the watch are pretty much the same. The style, the handset, the indexes, the mother of pearl dial is new, but the basic overall look of the watch is pretty much the same. My only real gripe functionality wise with this thing is the crown is tiny. It is very hard. In fact, let me see if I can unscrew it. It's very hard for my big banana hands here to unscrew this crown. All right, I think it's unscrewed now. There you go. There you go, it just popped. Let's go ahead and wind this thing up. Got a nice little luminous pip there on the second hand. And the lume is not bad. I mean, it's not Seiko Lume-Bright for sure, but it gets the job done. The date window, it would have been cool if they could maybe, somehow put a Cyclops on this and made it a little bit bigger. The date window is a little small. You see the NOVE logo up there at 12 o'clock. Swiss made down there at 6 with automatic. Trying to get the reflection out of the way there. Right there you can see Swiss made and then automatic right there above it. So we went ahead and started this thing up. Let me screw this back in. God, this crown is so small. I mean, it has to be small because it's a thin watch. Let's see if I can get this thing in here. There we go. All right. So there you go. I mean, there's a close-up of the watch. You can see the bezel. Of course, you can see the hands and all that good stuff. Here's a side profile. You can see that curved crystal right there. I love these Hershey bar style links on the bracelet. I just think they're really cool looking. Kind of reminds me, for some reason, I don't know why, of like Battlestar Galactica or something. I don't know, man. It's very futuristic looking. I do not like butterfly clasp. I just never have. I just think they're just overly complicated. But with a watch like this, you kind of have to have one. You don't have to have one, but it elevates the watch a little bit. There you go. And you have to put this side on first because the NOVE logo is basically built into the clasp on this side. So you got to put this side on first. There's the movement. I mean, really cool. You can definitely see it in there. Again, you got a sapphire crystal back there. You see Swiss made, all that good stuff. Everything is highly polished, even on the clasp right here, the butterfly deploying clasp. The bracelet is mostly brushed, as you can see. Polished on the end links. The case, it looks like it's brushed. There is the NOVE logo right there on the crown. Let's flip it over to the other side, see what we got here. There you go, mostly brushed. I mean, I think it's a cool looking watch, man. It's definitely going to be a conversation starter, that's for sure. People are going to look at your wrist and go, what in the world is that thing? They're just not going to know what it is. Now, I didn't know if you noticed, but the actual Caseback, that crystal is curved as well. There, you can see if I can get it in focus for you. Look at that, that's curved as well. That's pretty cool, man. It still wears very well. Let me see how heavy it is. I think it's like 178 grams. I've got my fancy new scale here. Let's go put this on the scale, see what the scale says. Well, 179, close enough. So it's not a light watch by any means, but it's not super crazy. For me, my personal limit, and this might vary with each guy, my personal limit is 200 grams. Anything over 200, man, I'm just like, actually take that back. This watch is really at the upper limit of my personal preference so far as weight goes. 175 to 200 is my absolute max. And again, this is, pushing that upper limit. But it feels incredibly well made. I'm just, I forgot what it was like to review the other one, a couple years ago, but it feels incredibly well made. I mean, it's a Swiss made watch. And it's got a Swiss movement in there, that Ronda. I mean, it's a nice watch, guys. It really is. Whether you like the looks of it or not, it's still a very nice, well-made watch. I'm just not quite sure about the mother of pearl dial. I don't know. That's just a design choice that they made. I probably wouldn't have done a mother of pearl dial, but it looks, I mean, it looks really nice. But guys, if you want to wear a watch, it's going to start a conversation, man. I can't think of a better watch than this Trident. Really, really, really cool. So, you know, if you like it, go out there and get one of these things, man. Let me go ahead and try it on. I know it's going to take a second to get this thing on because I got to put this one first and then pop this in. Okay, that was a little bit quicker than I thought. Maybe I'm getting used to putting this thing on. There you go. Yeah, it actually wears a little bit lighter than it feels in the hand, if that makes any sense. It actually feels pretty good, man. Wow. I was not expecting it to actually wear better and lighter than I thought it would. There you go. There's the NOVE logo right there. All right, let's go ahead and get you a Lume shot. Let me kill the studio light, kill this monitor, get out the UV. All right, see what we got here. Now, I know this is Swiss Super-luminova. I just don't know which grade it is. Not too bad, man. I wish I knew the grade of Super-luminova they're using. Not too bad. Let me go ahead and cut everything back on. Let's go ahead and wrap this review up. So I'm really interested to see what y'all think of this automatic version of the Trident by NOVE. Let me know in the comment section whether you like this watch, hate this watch, or kind of indifferent. Man, it feels really, this bracelet especially. I love this bracelet, man. Look at all the articulation, nice articulation in the bracelet. And I love the fact that the case back is domed too. That is pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. So again, tell me what y'all think. Anyway, let's go ahead and wrap this thing up. Now, if you want to get one of these, you can check out their Indiegogo site. They're currently $480 right now, and I'll go ahead and put that link down there in the description field for you. Pick one up if you like it. They're going to go up in price soon. You can get them for that price until Valentine's Day, which is February 14th. Again, $480. I'll put that down in the description. They're also on NOVE's website with a coming soon message. So if you want to get one, I'd go ahead and get one now because I know those prices are going to be jacked up after February 14th. So anyway, guys, as always, make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you click that notification bell. All of us YouTubers definitely appreciate it when you do that. And until the next review, I will see you later. Take care. Bye-bye.